you guys, I'm back with another story. Okay. This one is kind of wild and crazy, so I'm going to try to do my best to explain what's going on without saying things that can get the video flag. Okay. So I was getting ready for work. I already had my uniform on. I had to, fix my hair, make sure, it looked professional, because the location they had me working at, you have to make sure you're properly groomed from head to toe. So I was making sure my hair was like, fixed up where it's not looking all wild and crazy. And while I was doing it, I kept hearing a voice saying, take the money, take the money, take the money, take the money. So I kind of brushed it off at that time. I was like, oh, my mind's playing tricks on me, this early in the morning. So I went to continue, like fixing my hair and everything. And when I got to work, I clocked in. I went and signed my radio out and went to the floor they had me scheduled to work at. So once I got to the floor where they had me scheduled to work at, that's when I seen the person, okay, get in my house and went to my stash and took all the money that I had in my cash box, okay? And I seen the person leave my house, okay? And it felt like my body was at work and my spirit left and was there at my house seeing the whole situation take place, okay? So after I seen that, I felt nauseous. I felt nauseous to the point where I needed to throw up. So I had to radio the manager, was like, I have an emergency situation. I have to leave now. Something's going on and I can't be here to do my shift. I have to leave now. And when the manager came to me, she was trying to question me what's wrong or whatever. I was like, I can't I was like, I can't I was like, I can't explain what's happening. I have to leave now. Like, I can't stand here for a few seconds to explain to you what's going on. So I had left, and she was like, all right, I'll get somebody to cover your shift. And I hurried up and left. And when I got to the house, the door was open. And I went and checked, and I was like, oh my gosh, my stash going. And so I hurried up, left the house, went to the person location by myself. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I went to the person location by myself. Their peoples let me in. So they peoples let me in. I went to the person room, took all the money they took out of my house, put it in my bag, and proceeded to go down the steps to leave. And the person tried to stop me by grabbing me, right? Grabbing on my backpack. And the person family member was like, let her go. Get off of her, telling the person to get off of me. So they ended up letting my backpack go so I could leave. And they tried to show me what they had, like to scare me. And I brushed that off and left, okay? I brushed that off and left and went to the bank to deposit the money because I didn't feel comfortable having it, in my house after what happened. So I went and deposited the money, and I went home. I was like I was still like shaking. Because my adrenaline was up, like it was like extremely high, and I was shaking. So, I had to wait for my adrenaline to go down and the shakes to stop. So after, my adrenaline went down and I stopped shaking, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I was being warned to take the money with me to work, and I ignored the warning. I was so upset with myself. I was like, why did I ignore the warning? All this could have been prevented if I would have just took the money with me to work. And I don't like taking that much money with me. I don't like doing that. Okay. But I should have done it. I was feeling like extremely horrible, ignoring the warning signs. So after that situation, like anytime I pick up on warnings, I kind of listen to them, because it can help me, like avoid certain situations. So I had wanted to just tell you guys that. And like when I told my parents, they was pissed. They was like, why you go down there by yourself? You should have went over there with the cops. And I was like, I didn't think of calling them, because I was protected. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to be fine. I have people watching over me. Okay. So that's why I didn't call the cops, because I don't like calling the cops every time I'm in a situation. I try to, like, handle it on my own. Okay. But yeah, so they were kind of upset. They was like, don't be doing it next time. Don't go to nobody, house like that by yourself. You always supposed to go with people. So I was like, okay, mom, dad, next time I won't, go by myself. But it won't be a next time, because that was like a life lesson learned. Okay. Not to be stashing money like that in your house. Okay. And that was like a huge mistake that I've made, and I've learned from doing that. Okay. But yeah, so that's what happened